the research I did in the book that I have coming out in January of 2014 basically makes the hypothesis that purpose, the creation of value for actual people in terms of serving others, the planet, building community, and expressing yourself and developing will be the next evolution of the global economy. And that it fundamentally changes everything about how we think about innovation, how we think about investment, how we think about management. If you think about how much changed between the industrial economy and then the information economy, and how we changed how we marketed, how we did HR, how we managed people, how finance worked, it was all changed radically. And I suspect similarly we'll see as big a transition in how we operate business and organizations as we move into this next economy. And then you see something very interesting that's different than the information economy, industrial, which is labor itself is not just a means to an output, but that labor is in and of itself part of the economy. And that the creation of jobs that give purpose starts to become a mandate. So you see radical change in every industry, this around how do you maximize purpose for your employees? The same way that with this last economy, we said, how do you use technology to build efficiency, to have greater data, and make those changes? We're going to start moving towards a question of how do I maximize purpose for my employees? How do I maximize purpose for my customers? And it'll require a similar transition that will come in many ways at odds with the information economy, which is all about efficiency, and purpose is often not as efficient. So it's interesting to see how that'll change sort of the structure of the economy. Detroit, with the auto manufacturers, ignored the information economy for decades. And the car quality went down. They couldn't attract top talent. I mean, they were basically at the verge of bankruptcy, if not bankrupt, because they ignored the change. Companies that do the same thing with the purpose economy and say, that's not real business, they're gonna have the same challenge in probably 20 to 30 years, where they're gonna find themselves the way Detroit was in the 80s and 90s, decreasingly relevant, not able to attract the customers and talent they need. And you see this BMW, who I just was meeting with, they've moved from being an automotive company to a mobility company, and they've changed their whole strategy, realizing that they couldn't continue just to operate in the manufacturing industrial economy, but they also couldn't just operate in the information economy. They need to move into this purpose economy. And BMW is taking those steps to really change their whole model that way. And you're seeing that at Ernst & Young, you're seeing it at a lot of different companies that are starting to really, they're not fully there, but they're starting to realize that information economy is not the last stop on the train. It's just one of many stops, and that purpose is the next one.